Okay. I'm only looking down because I actually...
This is only my second video, so still getting the hang of this, okay? Where were we? Time out. Hi. Welcome. You're back. You made it. Thank you. So, how I started my YouTube channel, right? And goal planning. And how I did it. So, I know this is only my second video, but I wanted to share my thoughts with you guys and how I made this possible. How I overcame my fear. So, goal planning. I know we're halfway through the month already into 2023. And you're probably thinking, what is this broad talking about? Goal planning. Why now, right? Or why not before the year started? Well, there's never a perfect timing for anything, is what I've heard. So you kind of have to make the timing yourself if you want to reach those goals, if you want to, you know, make shit happen. My last video, I touched on how I finally got around to making some of my goals happen, right? And I thought about how I'm making it happen. So I just wanted to share with you guys how I'm making this possible, my process, and maybe it will resonate with some of you guys, but who knows, right? So stay tuned. First, I want to say that it is never too late to start a new goal. You can start it tomorrow, the day after. You don't necessarily need to wait for a new month or the new year even to start new goals, right? Because never perfect timing. Some of us, that's what holds us back, right? Looking to make the perfect timing, and when reality is we gotta make it ourselves. So you just gotta make it happen. Work with what you can. Another thing that I learned when I was job hunting, when I got out from being active duty, was that, first of all, let me say, job hunting in itself, freaking overwhelming, stressful, and God, it's just a roller coaster of emotions. It's nerve-wracking, you know? But anyways, at the time, like, I was looking at resources. To cut it short, I came across a coach that was helping veterans out and, you know, people that were getting out of the military. One day he asked me what my goal was, right? And I told him, I was like, well, obviously my goal is to get a job, right? And then he asked me, okay, so what are you doing about it? I was like, well, I made my resume and I'm applying for different companies. And then he said to me, he was like, well, you know, goal planning, sometimes we have to make small bite-sized goals in order for us to be able to look at the bigger goal, right? That way we don't get overwhelmed. So that was one thing I learned. And he gave me the example of, you know, someone who's trying to lose weight, say they want to lose 20 pounds. That in itself is overwhelming, especially if you're just starting from zero. He put it in simpler terms, like how many pounds do you want to lose a week? What's the time frame you want to do it in? You know, you have to think all these things and like make smaller goals that are more achievable. For example, cutting out sugar or cutting out whatever, right? That in itself is a goal. How I applied that to starting my YouTube channel. Starting my YouTube channel. My last video I said I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel since 2019. Ongoing goal that I never tackled till now. Anyways, sorry, I'm thinking. When I decided I was gonna do it this year, I even thought to myself, oh my gosh, it's overwhelming, I'm scared, right? Just a full-on roller coaster of emotions. Thinking, oh my God, what if people don't like me? Blah, blah, blah. Your mind plays games on you, right? So these thoughts came to my mind and I got out of my own head, you know, and I thought, well, you know, not everybody's gonna love me. So I got out of my own head and, you know, like those were just words I was telling myself, maybe as an excuse to not start my YouTube channel, you know? So after I did some brainstorming, I was like, okay, so what's my overall goal, right? And it was like, start the YouTube channel. So it's like, okay, whoa, this feels like a lot, right? So I was like, okay, let's go back to that method of small bite-sized goals. And that's what I did. So I broke it down. I didn't know how to make a YouTube channel because I've never had one. So what did I do? Went to YouTube and looked up videos on how to start your own YouTube channel. The first 3 days I spent watching YouTube videos, how to start a YouTube channel, right? The fourth day, I was like, okay, what am I going to call my channel? And I thought, and I brainstormed, and I came up with the name on the fourth day. The fifth day, I was like, okay, let's set this baby up. Set up an email and opened up the YouTube channel. By the sixth day rolled around, I was like, today we're gonna focus on making that banner and putting up the picture. And that was it, week 1 done. Then week 2 rolled around and I was like, okay, well, my YouTube channel's set up. It's time to put out some content, make some videos, put stuff out there, right? And again, that was still nervous. I didn't know what to do, but again, I had watched those videos, so that helped me out. So the first day I was like, let me go back to my notes. What did I do on the first day? Publish a video, right? That was the overall goal. And then I thought, okay, well, how are we gonna do this? And I brainstormed and I jotted down what I was gonna do. Day 1 of the second week, I actually wrote down what I wanted to say in my video, and it was just like a short little intro, you know, get to know me kind of thing, even though I didn't go into detail, but I just wanted to get it out there. I wanted to, you know, get the nerves out and just get a feel for it. And that's what I did. The first day I focused on action. The next day I created the thumbnail. Then day 3 of the second week, I looked for music and how to get music for the video. And that's all I did on day 3. Day 4, I actually recorded the video, and that's all I did. I had a couple takes. I think I recorded like 4 or 5 times. Then day 5, I started editing on iMovie. It was fun. Overwhelming in the beginning, but once I got the hang of it, it was fun. But let me tell you, I started at 4 p.m. editing, right? And I went from 4 to 7, and then I took a break, had dinner, came back, talked to my fiance, came back, edited it for 1 more hour, and then I showered, and then I finished editing at like 11. I made it a point to publish that night, and I did, and I was so excited and so stoked. And that's how I did it. It took me 2 weeks to, you know, from starting the channel to editing to publishing, but I did it. Now with this second video, I'm also following the same process, just because I don't want to fall off, you know. I'm just trying this thing out. So yeah, it took me 5 days. I'm sure once I get the hang of it, it'll be quickly, right? But right now, here's where we are, and we make dues with what we can, right? But yeah, second video, it's a wrap. Well, these are my thoughts I wanted to share with you guys, you know. I hope it helped some of y'all out. If I did, good. I'm grateful and I'm thankful. You know, if not, well, hey, there's always a better way. But remember, there are many ways to achieve a goal. Just keep positive and keep on trying different methods. If the first one doesn't work for you, you know, gotta make it happen. Who knows? You don't want to regret it down the road. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and much love.